Sister wives, Kody and Robyn get top billing as TLC fades out the three exes? The upcoming season of Sister Wives is sparking major conversation among fans, and the reason is clear. Viewers are starting to notice that TLC may be shifting the narrative of the show in a dramatic way. Instead of equally following the entire Brown family, there are growing signs that Kody Brown and his fourth wife, Robyn Brown, are being positioned as the central focus. Meanwhile, Christine, Janelle, and Mary, the three ex-wives who once formed the backbone of the series, seem to be fading into the background. This possibility has left fans divided. Some feel that the show can no longer function as Sister Wives without showcasing all the women who gave the series its name, while others argue that TLC has little choice but to follow the drama where it exists now. But is this really about storytelling, or is TLC deliberately giving Kody and Robyn top billing as the others are phased out? The very idea sparks a complicated debate about how the network is reshaping the show and what the future of Sister Wives will look like. The rise of Kody and Robyn's storyline. Ever since Christine Brown announced her split from Kody in 2021, the dynamics of the show have shifted. Christine's bold departure created an undeniable ripple effect, setting off cracks that eventually led to Janelle and Mary leaving as well. Suddenly, what was once a plural family became a fractured household with only Kody and Robyn remaining together. As a result, much of the recent drama in Sister Wives has revolved around Kody's failed marriages, his strained relationship with his children, and his increasing reliance on Robyn. For many seasons, Robyn was often accused of being Kody's favorite, but now, with the other wives gone, that favoritism has essentially turned into exclusivity. TLC seems to be leaning into this narrative. Promotional clips and teaser trailers highlight Kody and Robyn's household more prominently than ever before. Fans are pointing out that scenes involving Christine, Janelle, and Mary feel shorter, more secondary, or framed around their lives outside of the Brown family dynamic. This editing choice suggests a restructuring of the entire show's tone. The shift in branding. When Sister Wives first premiered in 2010, the draw was simple, a rare inside look at a polygamist family navigating everyday life, relationships, and faith. The title itself emphasized the wives, the women who shared a husband and built their lives together. For more than a decade, that perspective was the heartbeat of the show. But now, with 3 of the 4 wives officially divorced or separated from Kody, the title doesn't quite match the reality anymore. Christine is thriving in her new marriage to David Woolley. Janelle is focused on her independence, her children, and rebuilding her future. Mary has rebranded her life completely, pouring her energy into her bed and breakfast, her friendships, and her business ventures. None of these women are truly sister wives anymore. This leaves TLC with a branding dilemma. Do they continue centering the ex-wives equally, even though they're no longer part of the plural marriage structure? Or do they highlight Kody and Robyn as the last standing couple, even if it means alienating fans who prefer the ex-wife stories? Based on recent footage, TLC appears to be leaning toward the latter. Viewers have noticed that TLC's promotional material features Robyn much more prominently next to Kody, almost as if the show is pivoting to focus on their monogamous relationship. Fans cry foul. Not everyone is happy about this possible shift. In online forums and fan discussions, many are openly frustrated at the thought of Kody and Robyn being given top billing. Some argue that their dynamic is the least interesting because it lacks the plural marriage tension that once defined the series. Others feel that TLC is rewarding behavior they see as manipulative, given Robyn's long-standing reputation as the favorite wife who contributed to the family's downfall. One fan summed up the mood by saying, "Nobody wants to watch Kody and Robyn play happy family. The drama was always in the interactions between the wives. Without that, it's just Kody and Robyn, the show nobody asked for." Still, others believe it's inevitable. With Christine remarried and largely uninterested in revisiting the past, and Janelle and Mary pursuing independent lives, there simply isn't enough connective tissue to keep the ex-wife stories fully entwined with Kody's. The only ongoing household that TLC has consistent access to is Kody and Robyn's. What about the ex-wives? Despite concerns about being pushed aside, Christine, Janelle, and Mary all remain fan favorites. Christine's new marriage and blended family life with David Woolley continue to generate buzz online. Janelle's independence and resilience have earned her admiration, especially as she publicly navigated her grief after losing her son Garrison. Mary, once viewed as the quiet and overlooked wife, has transformed into a figure of strength, embracing her single life with humor and confidence. Each of these women has enough storyline to fuel spin-offs, and fans have even petitioned TLC to consider creating a series centered solely on them. But whether TLC is willing to invest in multiple branches of the Sister Wives universe remains to be seen. For now, Christine's journey still appears occasionally on the main show, often framed around her interactions with her children or her rare conversations with Kody. Janelle's independence also gets screen time, though it usually ties back to her co-parenting struggles or conflicts with Kody. Mary's role has shrunk significantly, and some fans believe she may not appear much beyond season 20. The business side of it. There's also a financial angle. TLC has a proven formula: reality TV thrives on conflict, heartbreak, and transformation. Kody and Robyn still generate controversy and online chatter, whether fans love them or hate them. From a network perspective, keeping them in the spotlight may simply be good business. The ex-wives, while beloved, are all moving forward in healthier and more stable ways. Christine's happy marriage may be inspirational, but it doesn't create the same combustible drama as her tearful breakup episodes. Janelle's calm independence contrasts sharply with the chaos of past seasons. Mary's quiet reinvention may be admirable but doesn't draw headlines the way Kody's fiery outbursts do. By contrast, Kody and Robyn's ongoing attempt to maintain their family structure, defend their marriage, and push back against critics provides exactly the kind of tension reality TV producers look for. The question of the. Still, the biggest sticking point remains the title itself. If Sister Wives is now essentially a show about one couple, doesn't that make the name misleading? Some fans speculate that TLC may eventually rebrand the show under a different title, perhaps shifting to focus more broadly on Kody and Robyn while giving the ex-wives spin-offs or specials. But others argue that the title Sister Wives has become too iconic to change. Even if the family structure no longer matches the concept, the brand recognition is too strong for TLC to abandon. For better or worse, the show has always been about the Browns, and even with its fractured structure, the name still pulls viewers in. The future of the show. Season 20 will be a pivotal moment. If the episodes continue to highlight Kody and Robyn at the expense of the ex-wives, viewers may lose patience. Many fans already admit that they only tune in for Christine or Janelle's segments. If those are cut shorter, ratings could take a hit. On the other hand, if TLC balances both sides, focusing on Kody and Robyn's struggles while giving the ex-wives full arcs, the show may retain its broader audience. There's also the lingering question of whether Sister Wives has reached the end of its natural lifespan. With the family splintered, the premise that made it groundbreaking has shifted dramatically. Some wonder if the upcoming season will be the last, or if TLC will stretch the storyline until it no longer holds interest. The bottom line. At the heart of it, fans feel torn. They don't want to lose Christine, Janelle, or Mary, but they also recognize that their lives are moving in separate directions from Kody. TLC's decision to seemingly give Kody and Robyn top billing feels like both a practical move and a betrayal of the show's roots. Whether this gamble pays off depends on one thing: will viewers continue to watch, even if the show becomes less about the Sister Wives and more about one controversial couple? For now, the only certainty is that Sister Wives is no longer the story it once was. The balance of power has shifted, the family is fractured, and TLC is rewriting the narrative in real time. Fans will have to decide whether this new version of Sister Wives is one they want to stick with, or if it's time to say goodbye to the Browns once and for all. The long-running TLC series Sister Wives has always been a lightning rod for controversy, but fans believe the most recent changes are more glaring than ever. Viewers are convinced that TLC is deliberately shielding Kody Brown and his fourth wife, Robyn Brown, while sidelining the three ex-wives, Christine, Janelle, and Mary. The accusations have exploded across online fan communities, where longtime followers of the series argue that the editing, promotion, and storyline choices are no accident. To them, TLC has shifted into damage control mode, trying to present Kody and Robyn in a softer light while muting the voices of the women who left the marriage behind. This tension raises questions about whether Sister Wives is still an authentic reality series, or if it's become a carefully curated narrative designed to keep Kody and Robyn on top. Christine's story being minimized. Christine Brown's exit from her marriage to Kody was one of the most dramatic and empowering moments in the show's history. She openly expressed her dissatisfaction, stood up for herself, and walked away after years of feeling undervalued. Her decision not only shocked fans but also set a precedent that inspired others to question Kody's behavior. Now, Christine is remarried and thriving in her new life with David Woolley. Fans celebrate her glow-up and freedom, yet some argue that TLC is barely scratching the surface of her happiness on the show. Instead of giving Christine a full narrative arc about her fresh start, episodes seem to clip her story into shorter segments, focusing instead on Kody's anger over her departure. Viewers believe this isn't an accident. By downplaying Christine's joy and magnifying Kody's perspective, TLC appears to be controlling the message. Christine is gone, but Kody is still the central figure. Janelle's strength overlooked. Janelle Brown, known for her calm resilience, also separated from Kody after years of struggle. She chose independence, prioritizing her children and her own healing over the constant conflict with Kody. Her strength during her son Garrison's heartbreaking passing showed fans how much she carries on her shoulders. Yet, some say TLC hasn't given Janelle the screen time she deserves. Clips of her independence and her determination to build her own future often feel rushed, almost as if they're just checkpoints on the way back to Kody and Robyn's storyline. Viewers argue that this editing choice paints a skewed picture. Kody's chaos dominates while Janelle's quiet power gets lost in the shuffle. Mary's transformation ignored. Mary Brown may have been the first wife, but she's often been portrayed as the most overlooked. After years of isolation within the family, she finally chose to move forward, stepping into her independence with humor, strength, and a fresh sense of identity. But according to fans, TLC has almost erased Mary's journey in favor of focusing on Kody's emotional outbursts. While Mary is reinventing her life and even teasing new ventures, viewers complain that the show rarely captures these victories. Instead, she's often shown in fragments, reduced to a side character in what was once her own story. Protecting Kody and Robyn. So why do fans believe TLC is protecting Kody and Robyn? The answer lies in how much screen time and promotional focus the pair receive. In teasers, trailers, and advertisements, Robyn is consistently positioned beside Kody, almost as his equal star. Their home is the most frequently featured setting, and their conversations dominate the narrative. Even when Kody's behavior sparks outrage, TLC frames his scenes as central to the show's drama, ensuring he remains the focal point. Meanwhile, Robyn's emotional breakdowns, tears, and frustrations often get extended airtime. Some viewers argue this creates a sympathetic image of Robyn, painting her as the victim of circumstances rather than the instigator of favoritism. In fan discussions, many accuse TLC of deliberately softening Robyn's image, trying to keep viewers engaged with her while avoiding the full backlash she receives online. Reality television has always walked a fine line between authenticity and production. Fans understand that editing shapes storylines, but many now believe the editing on Sister Wives has crossed into manipulation. Episodes often feature lengthy monologues from Kody, while the ex-wife's perspectives are cut short. Christine's joy, Janelle's resilience, and Mary's humor are shown in quick bursts, while Kody's frustration gets long, dramatic segments. This imbalance fuels the perception that TLC is rewriting the story to keep Kody and Robyn at the center, no matter what. Across social media, fans aren't holding back. Some call the show the Kody and Robyn Hour. Others openly demand TLC either rebrand the series or give Christine, Janelle, and Mary their own spin-offs. One viewer wrote, "If TLC wants to keep protecting Kody and Robyn, fine. But don't call it Sister Wives anymore. The real wives are Christine, Janelle, and Mary. They carried this show for years, and now they're barely shown." Another added, "I'd rather watch Christine living her best life than Kody throwing another tantrum." The backlash is growing, with petitions circulating online urging TLC to balance its storytelling, or risk losing longtime viewers. From TLC's perspective, the decision may come down to ratings. Kody and Robyn are controversial, and controversy sells. Their drama sparks online debates, social media clips, and headlines. By contrast, Christine's happy remarriage, Janelle's independence, and Mary's personal growth are uplifting, but they lack the explosive tension producers rely on to hook viewers week after week. Still, ignoring fan favorites comes with a risk. If audiences feel betrayed